So far this year, silver future prices are up $6.20 an ounce. That's just over a 40% gain. So how is this faring for the silver producers? We have Fortuna Silver CEO Jorge Ganoza with us today to talk about silver and about the company's latest results. Jorge, good to have you back on.
Good morning, Daniela.
So Jorge, when we last spoke, you were at record production. You were producing around 8.7 million of ounces, and you told me your goal was 12 million ounces of silver production by 2017, primarily coming from your San Jose mine. You've recently acquired another mine. So are you on track to hit this?
Yes, we are. We just announced in the month of early July, the conclusion of the expansion, the successful expansion of our San Jose mine. So we are on target to meet our production guidance, no?
Well, we're seeing so much volatility with the silver price. You know, how are you dealing with the swings? It's been a good run so far in 2016, but how are you faring with it here?
Well, I think all producers are benefiting from the increase in price. We're starting to see the positive impact, and I believe this third quarter, you should see still the benefit of this $20 level, which we didn't fully capture in the second quarter. No, the average sale price, the average price we realized on silver in the second quarter was around $16.80. In the third quarter is more like $20, right? So we will see an uptick there. Now, share price have skyrocketed. In our case, the mark-to-market effect of equity-based incentives has weighted down on our earnings. We showed a small loss of about a cent per share, but mainly due to the appreciation of the Fortuna stock, strong appreciation of our paper, and the mark-to-market impact that had on our earnings. No.
Well, Jorge, so your latest results, you mentioned the loss. You had a net loss of 1.4 million in the second quarter of 2016, but we saw silver prices pick up in 2016. So how much of that is attributed to the price?
Well, as I mentioned, silver price increased, but the volatility on the equities has been, we provided what we are meant to provide, higher leverage to the metal. So the appreciation, as I said, on the share price has created a mark-to-market effect that has weighted on earnings. Now, the mark-to-market effect of long-term incentives on our share on the quarter has been around close to $6 million in our balance sheet. So in our earnings. So, our earnings were impacted, but cash flow was strong. No, we came in at around 9 cents per share.
So you're focused on your recently acquired Lindero Gold project, which is being brought into production in 2018. You just acquired Gold Rock, a month ago, earlier this year. So how much gold and silver do you think you're sitting on now?
Our reserves, our precious metals reserves have grown dramatically with this acquisition. Lindero comes with 2 million ounces of gold in resources and about 1.5 million ounces in reserves, as per the 2016 feasibility study that they published prior to our acquisition. So we are bringing more gold into our inventory. We are increasing precious metals reserves by close to 200%. And currently, silver accounts for roughly 65% of sales. Once Lindero is in production, and we expect that sometime in the second half of 2018, that's what we're working towards. Gold will become the bigger revenue producer for us at that time, at roughly 55% of sales. So.
Jorge, finally, last time we spoke, you said you don't watch the price of silver too closely, but I need to ask you any projections as to where you think it's headed.
I try to stay away from projections, as you know. But what we're clearly seeing is an environment that's constructive for higher prices, and clearly a change of sentiment. We're seeing from where I stand, I see a more mainstream institutions coming into the sector, which is a change from what we've been seeing over the past years with respect to investor appetite on mining equities, silver equities in particular. So, I've been meeting with investors, meeting with new investors, new institutions, mainly mainstream coming into the sector. So that's refreshing to see. And I believe, all of that is supported by this constructive environment for higher prices.
Jorge, thanks so much for joining us on Kitco News. Always good speaking with you.
Thank you, Daniel.
And thanks for watching this edition of Kitco's Gold Report. We'll see you tomorrow.